Welcome back, and with me, David Jin, the CEO of Avalon Globocare. Welcome, and so many interesting things to talk to you about in this field of healthcare. There's so much happening. Let's start with your company,
Sure.
Avalon, and just kind of tell me what you are doing in this company, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. Avalon Globocare is a leading biotechnology company focusing on revolutionary cell-based therapeutics and diagnostics.
Okay, and so you were talking about some of your innovative technologies that you're doing right now. Kind of explain that to me. What does that mean for people in the future of healthcare?
Sure. At this point, we are at the junction of a revolution in healthcare, especially in terms of diagnostics, which, as you might be heard about, something called liquid biopsy, which is a revolutionary strategy that without using a needle to pick up cancer tissues, actually we can use the liquid media in our body, like
and you're talking about blood and saliva. Okay.
And urine,
okay.
and we can make early diagnosis using this non-invasive way for early diagnosis of cancers.
So the liquid biopsy. So walk me through that. If someone is experiencing some symptoms, or is this something that would happen during a routine doctor's visit?
And it can be both.
Okay.
Because this is such an easy access, okay, to genetic and cellular materials in the liquid phase. So we expect a explosion in this area as compared to traditional biopsy for cancer.
Which increases the chance of survival and
Yes.
successful treatments.
Yes.
You've reduced the risk of infection.
That's right.
So there's a lot of advantages to the liquid biopsies.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's talk about some other cutting edge stem cells. You've done
Yes.
some work with that. What's going on there?
For cellular therapy, such as stem cell therapy, it allows us to use a functional way to repair a functional defect, so that we can repair and regenerate damaged tissues.
So this would be, give me a practical application. When would someone use or need regenerative tissues?
For example, in liquid tumor or leukemia, okay, after serious high-dose chemotherapy, we can use hematopoietic stem cell or blood-forming stem cells to regenerate the blood-forming system, so that we can increase the survival of people, after high-dose radiation or chemo.
And CAR T therapy.
Yes.
So that's got a lot of attention. That we've already seen a ton of,
Yes.
we've barely gotten into the new year, and we've
Right.
seen major healthcare mergers already, and they're related to CAR T therapy.
Yes.
Explain what CAR T is, and then let's talk about how that might change people's lives.
So CAR T therapy, basically we are taking advantage of our native immune system, the T cells, and re-engineer them so that we can now reinfuse back to our body, so that these re-engineered T cells can attack the tumor. So this is a very revolutionary type of cancer treatment modality, because instead of drug therapy, you have to give it almost every day or in cycles. For CAR T therapy, you just give it once, because these engineered cells, they have a memory. They can follow, okay, the cancer cells or even the recurrence of cancer cells. And obviously this is at a very early stage. Even in the US, we have 2 CAR T already approved. But in the future, I expect more and more in this CAR T area, for both hematologic as well as solid tumors.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So are these being used on patients now?
Yes.
They are.
Yes, there are 2 already FDA approved in the US.
So they're early but promising and could be expanded to other cancers in the future at some point. Immunotherapy, is that different than CAR T?
Actually, immune therapy can have 2 types. One is using pharmaceutical agents, such as you heard about the PD-1, PD-L1 pharmaceuticals. And another type is cellular immunotherapy, using or taking advantage of our immune cells, such as T cells, NK cells, the natural killer cells, etc.
what are the challenges with some of these?
So again, I think it's all about clinical experience, and it is a relatively new strategy in fighting cancers. That's why we need more clinical trials going on, so that we can have a better understanding about the mechanism as well as the efficacy side effect profile of this type of cellular therapies. But we're at a very exciting stage. This is revolutionary, and we are very excited to be part of this, revolution.
It certainly sounds like it. A lot of really exciting things going on. And thank you for the work that you do. It's very important.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Thank you, David, for joining us. And thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.